Now, listen, you guys, one thing about Roc Nation is they do not discriminate, okay? We're going to talk about the latest that is just coming in as far as academics is concerned. We're also going to be discussing about everything that has been going on with the Transformer and the other lawsuit that she has. Is it a PR stand or what exactly is happening? Meanwhile, the Nicki Minaj challenge is taking the internet by storm still, even when Nicki is currently on hiatus. Meanwhile, M.I.A is coming in hard on Doechii for allegedly stealing from her. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So another day, another Roc Nation strike. This time they decided to go full on legal on Akademiks. I mean, previously he came out here and he was talking about them copywriting his material and stuff like that. And he was basically standing 10 toes down because, I mean, unlike Milagro, Akademiks does have more influence, does have more money. So with that entire situation, he was like, this is not actually happening. However, this time they decided to involve him in the Milagro lawsuit with Megan the Stallion and that entire Tory Lanez debacle, okay? But hold on, they are not exactly suing the man. It is just but a subpoena. But still, that being said, that entire Milagro case is ridiculous. And the amount of people that they have been trying to subpoena that have got absolutely nothing to do with the case is also ridiculous. So I will insert, of course, what Akademiks had to say about that entire situation. But before then, I would also like to point out that personally, I do feel like with him, they don't exactly want to sue him. They want to sit down with this man. And I've been telling you that they've been wanting this man for such a long time because he's one of the remaining few who are still remaining vocal about, fraudulent nation and everything that goes down around that side. He is the one who has the basketballs. And I never really thought a time would come when Akademiks would have more basketballs than a lot of these other men in the industry to speak and stand for what's right. It's shocking, really. That's something that I definitely didn't see in 2025. So I do believe that they do want to have a little bit of sit down with him. All this while, he hasn't really been open to sitting down with them. And I do know that with the way that he runs his platform, it's not exactly the way that they would prefer people to run their platforms. I have to give it to him because he realizes that as long as people can buy your opinion, you become irrelevant. And I do feel like that's the part where they don't see eye to eye with these people that want to control the media because Akademiks are saying, well, listen, you can pay me for promo, but you cannot pay for my opinion. And they want to pay people for their opinions. But then once they pay for your opinion, you lose value because you can't really say anything negative about them anymore. You can't really be critical in your commentary anymore, and hence you become valueless to them, and not just to them but to your audience. Trust me, people slowly will catch on. When you start being ridiculous, just the same way that Joe Biden is like with this entire situation. So he really doesn't want to lower the value of his opinion to a couple of millions of dollars or maybe hundreds of thousands, because I don't know if they still got it like that. But let me insert what Akademiks had to say and then I'll catch you guys after that.
Oh, I need one of your Jewish lawyers. Well, did they fuck with Ronnie? Chat, yesterday, I'm outside. You know what I mean? I told you I'm going to lose a little weight. I see boy looking sexy now. Got my shirt off. I'm washing my cars. Washing the Maybach, the R8, the Lambo, the G-Wagon. I'm doing all that. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, because my car was dusty. I see some white dude pull up. So already I'm thinking, I know I'm in this neighborhood and I'm the only black dude, but I got to remember where the strap is at because I don't know what's going on out here. It might be a contract killer from Roc Nation or Meek or something. I don't know. The dude come up. I'm like, all right, man. So I remember I got my gun in my G-Wagon, but it's on the seat. So I'm kind of like, playing it cool because you can't look like a bitch, not at your crib. but I know where the joint's at. Anyway, I'm looking on his shirt. His shirt say legal. Anyway, long story short, they hit me. Roc Nation hit me with a subpoena yesterday. Promise you, in my driveway. Promise you.
Yo, bro.
They hit me with a subpoena to be deposed. They're not suing me or nothing, but they're suing another blogger named Milagro, and they over Tory Lanez. They're suing Milagro over Tory Lanez for Meg. So it's Meg the Stallion versus the blogger because they're saying that Tory had the blogger defame her, and they want me. They subpoenaed me for a deposition, and also they want any type of communication I've had with Milagro. I don't talk to her like that. Like I got nothing. But yeah, they subpoenaed me, and here's the law firm that I'm supposed to be deposed at, Roc Nation law firm. So nigga, I'm going in there with a sniper. I'm gonna have to go with my. I don't know what I'm going to experience in there. They might try to put something in my drink. I don't know. If I don't come back. They did it. So. Like, and actually, I'm getting my lawyer to challenge it because they're asking for a whole lot of bullshit, and I got nothing to do with that. Y'all go get Tory. Tory's in jail. I don't got nothing to do with that. I waved the white flag.
Change the subject. I don't want nothing to do with that either. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, you good at. Don't worry about it, bro. But like, yeah, let's just not talk about that. Roc
Nation's the devil. That's what I gotta say. But let's keep going, bro. What else you up to? Yo, when's Charleston White about to knock another nigga out?
We're gonna get him fighting in the next couple months. But yeah, I'm sorry that you're going through that. That's crazy. They pulled. Have you guys have you ever had like people actually pull up to your crib, like gangsters and shit, or no?
Nah, not the gangsters. Like car thieves and stuff.
Do you leave your house?
Nah, of course. I mean, what? But listen. I'm protected by God, 50 guns, and 4 Rottweilers. That's it. And a nice security system and the police. That's what.
Do you know who Rush Limbaugh is?
Yeah, he was a radio host, but wasn't he racist?
No, that's what somebody had asked if you knew who that was. I'm gonna look up what he did though. Rush Limbaugh.
He's not the other one. There was another radio host, a white guy. He called because I went to Rutgers. He called the Rutgers women basketball team a bunch of nappy-headed hoes. I ain't like that. But he died, though, I think. What's that nigga name? It was another guy. Rush.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Sheree Shepherd, okay? Now, listen. In a world where people are convinced that Nicki Minaj is done for, I will, like, if I tell you the amount of comments that I see in my comment section, and they're trying to push the narrative that Nicki Minaj is done. Oh my God, she's over. This is when you realize that people are crazy, because how do you say that someone is over when up to date, her album was the last successful album, the most actually successful album of all the albums that, were released in this decade? And her tour that she did less than 2 years ago is still the highest grossing female rap tour of all times. But you come in the comment section and you try to convince us that we are crazy for thinking that Nicki Minaj is the most successful female rapper and that she's still relevant. That in itself, I just look at you like, are you mad? Like, were you sent to comment this? You can't just come from nowhere and say, oh my God, Nicki Minaj is done for. She's out. She's not relevant. Oh my God, this and that. In your dreams. And these people have been singing the same tune in 2018. And the brave one even tried to shame you. The amount of people that I've been seeing in the comment sections trying to shame me. Oh my God, you're a cult. You're in a cult. It's a bad cult. I can't even watch this channel. As if I dragged them from their houses to say, come and watch my channel. Like, please. And the fact that they are praised over a channel that has less than 20,000 subscribers. Meanwhile, there are blogs that are dedicated to be against Nicki Minaj, but we don't hear them shaming her. There are several blogs that are out there determined to hype up certain female rappers, blogs that are bigger than mine, but we don't see you shaming them. But somehow I'm supposed to be ashamed because I'm choosing to stand with a woman who's facing injustice in the music industry. Before you comment that nonsense on here, just know that you're insane. Nicki Minaj will forever be relevant, okay? You have been saying that she's done for since 2018. This is 2025. Give it up. You're the one who's delusional because you don't have the facts to support your narrative that she's done for. Anyway, enough with the ranting, okay? So, whilst the world is trying to convince themselves that Nicki Minaj is over, the Nicki Minaj challenge is taking the internet by storm. You know what this reminds me of? Gag City. You guys remember when we turned the entire internet pink and all corporates were, rushing to it? I see that coming. And this is impact. This is what we talk about when we say influence. It's like each time that they try to say that this woman is irrelevant, crazy, and all of these things, somehow God just makes, there's just a way that he reminds people that actually she has impact. And she didn't even start this challenge. The people started it. And now everyone wants to partake it. I saw Portia Williams doing it. A lot of other celebrities are doing it. I saw Sherry Shepherd doing it. Even though I don't really know where Sherry stands in as far as Nicki Minaj. I mean, sometimes I do realize that she can be a little bit, But that being said, yeah, I did see her also doing that challenge, okay? So let me know in the comment section, you guys, who else is out there doing the challenge? Just let me know in the comment section, those that I have not mentioned. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Still talking about Nicki Minaj, there is this video that one of you sent me and you guys were like, okay, can you talk about this as well? This is someone basically saying that, you know what, it's enough with you guys calling this woman crazy. She shows you the evidence, she shows you the receipts, but it seems like no matter what she does, you guys are hell-bent on just saying that, oh, she's crazy for doing that, even though she shows you the proof. And what is this obsession with wanting to side with the evil and the oppressors? And this is the reason why evil people thrive. It's because you guys just go with whatever that seems to be popular. You cannot stand for anything. If you can't stand for something as simple as seeing exactly what is going on and who is abusing power and stuff like that, how do you expect in things that actually do matter to vote for the right people, to side with the right people? Like, how do you expect that, really? Because this is an indication of who we are as a species, human beings as a species. And I'm not just talking about Americans with this. It's like it's a cancer in humanity. People always side with those that seem to be powerful. When it comes to people that they feel like, well, they are the favorites, they don't stand on no principles. People don't stand on principle. They bend the rules for those that they like. And we turn around and we cry and we're like, what is this world becoming? Why are people becoming so evil? Why does evil thrive? Yeah, it thrives because of the fact that you can't stand on any principles. You really think, oh, it's just entertainment, so it doesn't really matter. I don't really know Nicki Minaj. I don't know those people, so it doesn't really matter. So even if she gets oppressed, it's popular to not like her. It's entertainment. Yeah. To you, it's just entertainment. But looking at the bigger picture, that's the state of your heart. That's the state of your mind. And the same people that you're grouping together with to oppress the weak, even when it comes to entertainment, those are the same people that you work with. Those are the same people that you vote with. Those are the same people that you live amongst. So if your heart is like this, if you have to do good or to support what's right just because you know someone, it's a matter of principle, guys. It's a matter of principle.
I think there's something so weird about people saying Nicki Minaj is crashing out and calling her crazy for all these years. Like, it's tired. Like, she is showing you solid signs of what she is dealing with in the industry and what our other artists and other people in the industry are dealing with. And we continue to just block it out and call it crazy and call it crashing out. Like, do your own research. Like, you're fueling this larger group that's controlling the industry. You're fueling the narrative that they're trying to push. You're fueling their goal to get these people out of the industry and continue to control the entire industry and all your favorite artists. Like, even people that are underneath this powerful group don't realize that they are being used as pawns in a bigger picture. And that is what Nicki Minaj and other artists have been trying to call out for years. And we continue to just call it crazy. Like, it literally rubs me the wrong way. Like, why are people not seeing it for what it is? If you haven't already, I would suggest to go watch Supreme Things. That's her TikTok handle. She's been talking a lot about it. And I tend to agree with everything she says. Obviously, everything I said and everything she says is alleged and opinionated. But go watch that. Go do your own research. Literally look at the evidence. Like, we just had this whole thing with Diddy. Why are we not taking this seriously? Like, there is crazy shit going on in the industry. People are being silenced. People are being literally blackballed from the industry because there's a larger group running this, and they are connected to even higher individuals in the United States, allegedly. It's so frustrating. Stop calling people crazy for speaking out about being mistreated in the music industry.
Let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about the Transformer. It seems like lately she has been desperate for some rollout of some form. Because tell me why all of a sudden she's now getting lawsuits left, right, and center. She's getting sued for that microphone incident, back in 2023 when she threw a mic on somebody who had poured water on her while she was performing on stage, and she's out there bragging, saying that it's nothing. My lawyer is from whatever, they can beat the case and all of these things. And I'm just like, ma'am. So it seems like nothing is working for the rollout at this point. And I don't know if I sympathize with Atlantic or not. I don't sympathize with Atlantic. I mean, they bankrupted themselves, in my own opinion, trying to take out a certain person. So personally, that's their karma. Okay, this is what you get. And I love to see when evil doesn't thrive. Okay, I love to see when karma strikes. I love to see when evil doesn't thrive, because sometimes the way it seems like karma never comes, or the way it seems like cutting corners and injustice is the way to go. And you see those people that are out there selling their souls and cutting corners thriving, you begin to feel like, well, listen, it probably doesn't really work to be an upright person or to be a principled person. But when this happens, it's a reminder that you guys, you know what, sometimes taking the shortcut is not always the way out. Because in real time, you are seeing no rollout is sticking. The fashion week didn't stick. The boyfriend did not stick. Trying to bait Nicki Minaj into talking to her did not stick. And here we are now back to the 2018 lawsuits, this and that. Oh my God. Anyway, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. M.I.A. is out there calling, Doechii out and, demanding that she gets credit for her latest song, the one that she previewed on that LV, stage with Pharrell, with Tyler. Was it Tyler, the creator of Pharrell? I don't remember, but I think I spoke about it on this channel. And so she is demanding that she gets the credits for her work. Let me insert what she had to say, but I'm not going to be coming back after that. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
Was already Pharrell's hook. But my verse is my verse. And what ended up being on the record he made is my melody. And I didn't really complete the song, which is why I left the song, and I went with Time Traveler because we worked on 2 songs, and I worked with Time Traveler instead because it was much more complete. And I left Get Right, though Pharrell loved that song. So I understand him trying to get right, reuse that hurtful, still work on that song and find an artist that will take it to the finish line. I get it, but then what was wrong is that he didn't credit me for initially instigating that song and writing the bit that then became the flow for Doechii. And don't forget, Doechii was suffering from anxiety. So the next step for her to go from anxiety is to get right. And so I think that's fine too. You know, but she also needs to be right. And that's to give credit where it's due. And reuse that hurtful, still work on that song and find an artist that will take it to the finish line. I get it, but then what was wrong is that he didn't credit me for that